Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing this amazing morning? It is a beautiful sunny day outside. Hopefully the weather is warm. It looks great outside. Y'all see my mic, my situation. It's about to be popping. So yes, how's everybody doing this amazing morning? Let me tell y'all something. I am getting so much better with my miracle morning. Okay. So I had plenty of time, and even when I thought I was running out of time, I still had extra time. So it's going to get better and better every single morning. It may not appear that you have enough time in the morning, but the more you do it, you're going to get more comfortable and used to it, and things are going to start moving faster, and it's just going to just start to flow. And so this morning was one of those flow days for me, and it was so good this morning. Even though when I was doing my makeup, I thought I was running late. I was not running late. I still had time. And I sat down and I still had time to review my notes and everything. So it was a great day. It was a great miracle morning for me. So, how was your miracle morning? And you already know what to do in the chat. If you are joining, you already know, put I'm blessed in the chat. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And let me see who's in the building. And I made sure this morning that I was not talking to an empty room, me thinking that I'm talking to somebody and I'm not talking to none of y'all because I didn't press broadcast. So we are live. All right, let me see who's in the building. Good morning, Linda. Linda is the first one in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I am blessed and painless today. Thank you, God. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Tiffany. Tiffany said, I am blessed and highly favored. Naomi says, good morning. I'm awake, alive, and blessed. Good morning, Chantel. Chantel says, I am blessed. Good morning, Crystal. I'm blessed. Good morning, Miss Lloyd. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, ladies, on this beautiful Wednesday. I am blessed. Yes, good morning, Yolanda. Let's get it. Let's go. Good morning. Blessed that I am breathing. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Charmaine. Charmaine says, I am blessed. Good morning, Grand Rising, Tina. Grand Rising. Let me see. Good morning, Deltra. I am blessed and grateful. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Trina. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And good morning, Betty Rose. It's almost a wrap up. I know every single day I'm gonna be like, it's almost time, it's almost time, it's almost time, because I'm excited for you if you're not excited for you. But I know you are, because I know you need some rest. So good morning, Betty Rose. Good morning, beautiful ladies. I am blessed on this gloomy morning. Oh, you got gloom? We got sunshine. We got sunshine outside. I woke up without feeling tired. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Everybody. All right. So you know I'm going to do the check-in. So I need to know how many of you guys are reading the book. We are doing the Miracle Morning. I want to know how many of you are reading the book, and I want to know how many of you are waking up early so that you could do the Miracle Morning. Now, today is all about Today is all about assessment. And so we are going to just see where we are, where we need, where we currently are, and what we need to do to get to where we want to be. So that is what today is going to be about, right? And so I wanted to put a quote in there. So I have one there on the screen for you guys. What you think, you create. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you become. Be careful and mindful about what your thoughts are, because you think about what you become what you think about most, right? And so you want to make sure that you have good thoughts in there, you have successful thoughts in there, you have positive thoughts in there. You want to make sure that you have good thoughts in there, because that's the kind of energy that we want to gain into our lives, right? So that is what you want. So just be mindful. If anybody wants to take this quote, write it down, put it on your mirror, put it on your laptop, put it on your refrigerator, put it in your wallet, put it somewhere where you can see it, because as soon as you start thinking, you want to make sure that you say, what you think, you create. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you become. So you want to make sure that you are mindful about those thoughts that's coming in and out of your head. Well, coming in your head, and make sure they get out. All right, everybody. So write that down if you need to. Put it in your quotes. Put it in your save quotes. Put it in, put it where your affirmations are. Something that you could say to yourself every single day, so that you could be mindful. All right, so everybody got some ones in the chat. Good. I'm listening. I fell off, but I got back on track. That is okay. That is okay. Life happens and we do it. You know what I'm saying? Life happens and we do that. So I have an assessment that I want everybody to do. If everybody can quickly, I don't know if you'll still be able to, if you're listening to me on YouTube, you should still be able to hear me and open up a link at the same time. But if you're on the computer, it's super easy. But I'm going to give you a link. I was going to just ask you guys, I am going to ask you, but there is an assessment wheel right here, and I found one that you can do online, right? And so it'll automatically do it. And so I want you guys to do that. So I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. Let me find it first. All right, so this is, tell me if you could click that. If you can't click it, then I will put it, matter of fact, let me just do it, because I always ask you guys, can you click it? And it's usually always a hit or miss. So I'm just going to copy it and I'm going to stick it in the chat. I'm just going to put it there. And what I want you to do is I want you to take the assessment. And so this is what you're going to do. You're going to see where you're at currently, right? So there have a couple of sections here, and you're going to say, so personal development, where you are right now and where you want to be, because we want to have that level 10 life, right? And in order to have the level 10 life, we need to be operating on level 10 in all aspects of our lives. And so if you say that in personal development and personal growth and development, you are about, let's say, a 2, because you're not really doing too much work on yourself. And this is not for anybody. I'm just throwing numbers out, right? The 0 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. If you have a 2, then that means if you have 2 on a personal development and growth, then that means that you have more things, you have things to do in order to get you to the level 10. What do you need to do to get you to the level 10? Like, you need to take a clear assessment on where you are and what you want to become, because if you're not clear on where you at right now, you can't really get to where you want to be, right? You got to be true and clear with yourself in order for you to get to the places and the spaces that you want to get to, right? And so this is a moment of reflection. This is a moment for you to say, all right, well, I do need to improve on this. So in order for me to improve on this, I can do A, B, and C, right? And then that may move you up a couple of levels, but then you keep on doing it until you could get to that level 10. And then when you fill it out, your chart will look similar to this. Your chart will look similar to this. And remember, you want to get to the end of this, because you want to be living your level 10 life. You want to be living your level 10 life. So can everybody do the assessment live with me right now? Everybody put a 1 in the chat, put a 1 in the chat, put a 1 in the chat. And I'm actually going to share my screen, and I'm going to put that up on the board. I mean, on the screen for you guys. So let's see. Let me know if you guys can do it. Put it in the chat. Say yes if you can. Say no if you can't. You may be at work and you may not be able to do it. So I get it. Oh, my nose is itching. All right. So can you guys see this? And just give me somebody. I'll take somebody from out the chat right now who wants to do this with me. So somebody say me. Somebody say me. Tina says she already finished. All right, Tina, let's get it. Let's get it. Who wants to go? Say yes. Say yes. I want a full screen. And you guys can see my screen pretty clearly, right? Who wants to go? Somebody say me. Somebody say me. I'll do somebody. Who wants to go? Okay, Linda finished hers. Let's go. Oh, Patricia K, she's doing hers. Good morning, Patricia K. I didn't even say good morning. Okay, so Deltra, let's get it. Let's go. All right, Deltra, I'm posting it up right now. How do you feel about your career right now? What level are you? 1 being the lowest. How do you feel? Do you feel good about it? Give me a number. Throw it out real fast. And everybody else, you can do this along with me. This is just so that you can see where you are, so that you can see where you want to go and the work that you need to do, right? So let's see. Delta is a 6, but where do you want to be? How do you feel about, how would you like to feel about your career in the future? Where do you want to be? What level? We're going to say 10. For the sake of this, I'm going to say 10 because it's, we want to live on level 10. So I'm going to say 10, right? Okay, so I see Naomi says 4.6. Betty Rose says 5. All right, so how do you feel about your money right now? What's that? How do you feel about your money right now? Do you have what you want? Do you want more? Can you get more? Like, where do you feel? Do you want to save more? What do we want to do? What number are we at? Do you suck at saving? Okay, so we have a 3, and you want to be in level 10, right? So how do you feel about your health right now? Are you working out? Are you eating right? Are you taking care of yourself and your health? Are you going to get regular checkups? Like, are you taking care of yourself? So what level are you with your health? Okay, Patricia says she's a 3 on the money or the 3 on the health. Let me see because I missed it. Okay, you're 8 with the health. Patricia says she's a 6, a 6, and Bella said, you gotta come on, girl. We had a 2. We gotta get better. We gotta get better. Okay, how would you like to feel about your health? We're gonna say 10. Okay, got you. How do you feel about your relationships right now? Do you feel that they're good? Do you feel that they need some improvement? Do you feel like you want to make more relationships with different kinds of people? Where are you at right now? 6 on health. Got it. I feel like we're playing like some kind of betting game, right? Give me a 6 on health. All right, so how are we on relationships? Betty Rose says she's a 5. She wants to be a 10. Deltra says she's a 7. Okay, and so we want to be a 10. All right, so Patricia K says she's an 8 with relationships. Betty Rose, you are 1 with relationships? Belsa says 7. Okay. How do you feel about your personal growth right now? Do you feel like things are changing and you doing the work that you need to do so that you could be a better person? Are you reading more? Are you doing more? Are you exploring different things about yourself? 5 on growth. Got you. You want to be a 10. All right. How do you feel about your fun and recreation right now? Are you living your life of your dreams? Are you going out? Are you hanging out with friends? Are you going places? What are we doing here? All right. So, okay. Patricia K got a 9. All right. Belle says a 7. Oh, Belle says not having any fun. She says 0. Where are we? Okay. So Deltra says 7. And we would like to be at a 10. How do you feel about your physical environment right now? How do you feel about your physical environment right now? Let's say your home, let's say your work environment, let's say, your area where you live, right? How do you feel about that? Do you feel good about it? Do you want to leave? Do you want to How are you feeling about your physical environment? Work, work, work. I know that's right, Belsa. Got it. Patricia K says 7. She says 6. Okay, Deltra says 7. And then a 10 for the future. How do you feel about your spirituality right now? Do you feel that you are are you connected to God? Are you connected to source? Are you connected to your in your spirit? Do you feel that you have that some kind of a connection? Maybe you don't know what it is yet. You don't know what you call it yet, but there's a higher power that you do believe in. How do you feel about that right now? How do you feel? Um Okay, so we got a 5. We also got a 5. Patricia K, what do you have? All right, so this is your results. These are your results. And so as you can see, we wanted to go all the way out to the edge, right? We wanted to be at the level 10. So that means that there's some work that we have to do. Good morning, Kay. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, Patricia K says she's an 8. Yes, got you. So you only got 2 more levels to go to get to your level 10 in your spirituality. All right, so we see that you have some, we have some work to do, but we all have some work to do. So what areas, and this is also in the kit that we got from Hal Elrod, how to improve these things. Where do you want to improve these things? So it's we all have work to do. We all have some work to do, but the thing is, if you know, then you can fix it, right? And it's they say the truth about yourself first, right? And so you know this about you, and so you know that there's some things that you have to work on. And so you see the gaps right here. So you see money, you said a 3, but your future is you have a gap of 7. So that means you got to do better. But not like 7 steps, but you know what I'm saying? It's you still got some things to do in order to get you there, to get your feelings to where you want them to be, right? And so let me take that off the screen. And just for anybody who has not seen the assessment, let me grab that real quick so I could put it in here so you can do it for yourself. And you can try it out, and you can do it as many times as you want. If the numbers are changing for you, then change them and see, see where you at with it. See where you at with it. Why can't I get to my comments? Oh, there they go. Come on. All right. Okay, so can you guys see that? Yes? You should be able to click the wheel of life. And you could print this out for yourself so that you can see it. You could take a screenshot of it. You could, you know what I'm saying, and just put it in your phone. But these are the areas that we need to work a little harder on. And it's okay, because we want to live a level 10 life. And we don't have everything that we need right now. And we're in the learning process right now. And so we're learning and we're growing and we're grabbing what we need, right? And so everybody, if you click the link, you'll be able to access the Wheel of Life assessment chart, and you'll be able to fill it in. Simple, quick, easy. As you've seen, I just ran through it really fast. And so how does everybody feel about that? I know some of you guys had already did it. So how do you feel about doing your will assessment? Do you feel excited that, I have some stuff I need to work on and I'm excited about it? Or do you feel a certain type of way? Are you apprehensive about it? Or do you feel like you think and so this, maybe the assessment didn't work for you? So let me know. Let me know in the chat how it made you feel. How it made you feel. I want to know. I want to know. It's okay. It keeps me on my toes. I have a lot of work to do. I have lots of work to do. Okay. What did I miss? We are talking about, we're doing the Wheel of Life. We're doing an assessment. We're checking to see where we are in our lives, in different categories in our lives, to see, because we want to be living to a level 10. We want to be living and exceeding, right? We don't want to just be surviving and being complacent. We want to be thriving. And so in order for us to do that, we need to be aware of what my father said something about snow. So we need to be aware of where we are and what we need to do to get there, right? So it is okay that we have work to do. It's totally okay. Yes, I'm excited. Yes, Linda. Linda is excited. Patricia K says good and ready. Yes. Yolanda says yes, excited, ready for the changes. Let me tell y'all something. This moment to me, and I'm getting chills. Like this moment for me, I'm excited for everybody in this room. I'm excited for myself. I'm excited just to see just the women that you become because of the transformation, just because of you being aware of where you are and where you want to go, and just seeing the growth in that. I'm so excited to see that. And so I cannot wait. And I want you guys to keep me posted. I want you, and I'm going to, I always check in. I'm going to check in and make sure that you guys are okay. If you need anything, whatever. But I want you guys to write your journey down. Right? This is a part of your morning miracle, your miracle morning, right? Write your journey down. Write down all the things that you notice. Write down your excitement for the changes. Write down what you're excited to change. Write down what you expect to see in your life as a result of these changes, right? We need to be conscious of these things, and we need to give ourselves some grace, and we need to appreciate every small win, because every small win is a win closer to a bigger win, right? So yes, yes, and yes, everybody. I'm ready for the growth. Yes, yes. It should be exciting you. The hairs on your arm should be standing up about all of the good things that are about to happen in your life, right? Because your mind is already fixed on it. We're going to get our mind fixed on the right things instead of focusing on the negative things. We need to make sure that we are focused on the positive things. And I'm going to put up the quote again one more time, because what you think, you create. What you feel, you attract. And what you imagine, you become. right? What you imagine, you become. It's not saying what you imagine stays stuck out there in the universe. You're going to become what you need to get that thing, right? You're going to become what you need to attract whatever situation, circumstances, environment, networking opportunities, whatever those things are for you, you are going to become that. So you are going to be able to attract that. And it's going to be so amazing once you see yourself. You know how when you first started your business or whatever, you used to be shy about talking about your products. And some people may still be at that point right now where they'll be shy about talking about your products, but it's going to come to you like second nature. You're going to be able to talk about your products. You're going to be able to talk about your benefits. You're going to be talking, you'll be able to talk comfortably about anything and everything that pertains to your business and to yourself and to your personal development. You're going to be able to share that, right? And so it's going to turn you into a different person. You are going to become something totally different, right? And so you should be excited about that. You should be very excited about that. Popping in and out to say good morning, Michelle. Good morning. If you can, and you would like to get the will assessment to assess where you are so that you could be living your level 10 life. I have it in the chat. Let me just do it one more time just for you guys, just in case you didn't get it. It's simple, quick, easy to do, and it doesn't take much time. Doesn't take much time at all. Let's see. There you go. Okay. Oh, but now, right. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. You know how it was. Like, I don't want to talk about my product. People might think I'm boasting. I don't want to say that my product is amazing. People might think that. But now you're like, I need to let you know how amazing my product is. I need to boast about this thing. I need to love up on me and love up on this product because I created something amazing. And this amazing thing is going to be going with you at home right now, right? And so you are going to love it just as much as I loved it. And I'm about to share all of this amazingness with you. And so this is where we need to be, right? Because we are creatives by nature, right? And it doesn't matter if we don't create a physical thing. We may create a feeling. We may create an environment. It doesn't even matter if it's a physical product, right? But we are creating something. And as creators, we need to be clear on what it is that we do, right? And stop minimizing it as if it is not important, because it is important. It's important for you to have created it because it was in your mind. God put it in you, right? And it was important for you to create that, and it's important for you to share that, because what you share is going to help somebody somewhere, right? And it may not, it's not for everybody, but when you find those people and you make that connection, by God, it is going to feel so good when somebody can appreciate what you were doing in your creative moments, when they could appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? It feels so good. And so I want you guys to just know, do not minimize what you do. Not no. Don't minimize it, right? Because you are blessed with something. You have something in you, and you have something on you, and you gotta share it with the world, right? I cannot stop the passion and purpose. I want to share it with the world and all the amazing women looking to better themselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. Patricia K. Trina says, do y'all be outside talking to random people about your products all the time? All the time. If somebody asks me what I do, all the time. All the time. Don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, and yes. Thank you. Yes, and it's amazing to see and feel the connection. I'm telling you, you will find your people. Talk about it enough, your people will come to you. You will find them. You will find them along your journey. And don't be discouraged by the people that aren't a part of that, right? So let's get into these clarifying questions. So we have 5 clarifying questions. The first one was, what aspects of your life can you be more grateful for and present to? We were speaking about that yesterday. What do you want to begin to improving? What do you want to begin improving or transforming during the next 30 days? We spoke about that as well yesterday. And also, let me just grab the PDF for you guys, just in case somebody missed it. I'm going to grab the PDF and I'm going to put it in the chat. So you guys could have it just in case. Maybe you didn't download it. Maybe you didn't, whatever the reason, you don't have it right here. I do it all the time. I approach them. I wear my products and most will compliment and then I go in. That's right. That's right. As soon as they open the door for you, go in. Go in. There is the link if you did not get the PDF. And it has the wheel chart on here, and we did the digital one. So, but you also have the physical one here, and then it has the questions in the front, and then it has some other stuff in the booklet. So this is your 30-day kit, right? So I do talk to random people all the time. Yes, talk to them people. You're gonna find your people. Ain't you got no people? You're gonna find your people. All right. So 3. What fears are holding you back from achieving your level 10 life? And we did this backwards because I did the chart first and now we're coming back to the question. The chart is after all of this. Was this from the other day? Yes. Yes, it's the same PDF. What fears are holding you back, right? Now, they don't necessarily have to be fears because you could be like, Nikki, I don't fear anything. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't necessarily have to be a fear, right? It could be it could be your doubts. It could be your limiting beliefs. It could be you, just maybe you just not ready to take that leap yet, right? And it may not necessarily show up to you as a fear, right? So what things like what limiting beliefs, what doubts could be preventing you from living your level 10 life? So I want you guys to put it in the chat right now. What fears are holding you back from achieving your level 10 life? And I wrote, if it doesn't have to be fear, I said insecurities, doubts, things that may stop you. Again, it may not show up to you as fear, right? It may show up to you as, I don't feel good enough to do this. I don't feel like I'm smart enough for this. I don't feel like I'm strong enough for this. And that is not necessarily a fear. That is just the limiting belief that you have, right? And so what things can be preventing you from living that level 10 life? What thoughts do you have that prevents you from living life on level 10, right? After I made my mug, it became a conversation starter. Okay, ended up talking to women in a nonprofit who wants to talk to me about teaching the candle making class. All right, Trina, up top with it. Up top with it. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. See, these gifts and these things that we have that we think that nobody else that nobody else cares about. These are things that God is going to use to bless you. Right? You don't make mugs, you make candles, right? You don't make buttons, you make candles, but you gave an experience. And this experience is opening up another lane for you to show up and show out and show all of your amazingness, right? And that thing would you just use it as a tool. You just use that thing as a tool, and that tool is going to bless you, right? That tool is going to bless you. So let me see. No fears, but lack is holding me back. Okay. Okay. Not feeling good enough. Okay. Rejection. Got it. Doubt, anxiety, not feeling good enough at times. Yep. 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 And so these things we are using as, like, I don't want to say they're a crutch, right? But we're using these things to not propel us to go forward, right? We're using these things to stop moving us in a direction where we know that we belong, right? And so we allow those things to get into our head and play a bigger part than what it needs to play, right? We just need to acknowledge it so that we can just move past it, push past it, right? We need to acknowledge it and say, I'm not going to let that stop me. I am not going to allow these thoughts to stop me from getting my product out there, getting my voice heard, or any of those things, right? But we need to push past it, but we need to know that so we can acknowledge it and go, right? So let me see. I don't think I'm capable of success. Okay, so we need to fix that. We need to fix it. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, we need to fix that, Tiffany, because you are capable of every single thing. You are capable of it. You have an amazing product. You have an amazing look. Everything is great, right? So now, why can't we be successful? Why can't we? If we do the work, we can do whatever we want, right? But just how much work are we willing to do, right? How long are we gonna let that voice be louder than our talent? That's something that we have to sit and wrestle with, right? Are we going to allow that voice of saying, I can't do something, outweigh our talent? Are we going to do that? Deltra says, I have so much that I need to do to get to my level 10 that sometimes I get overwhelmed. It distracts me from my goal. It's a temporary feeling, but it happens. And that happens to me as well. As soon as I think of me doing too many things, then I get overwhelmed. When we do too many things, we do nothing, right? And so, or we're doing a piece, and nothing is getting 100%. And so what do we need to do in order to take a bite at a time, right? You can't swallow an apple, right? You have to take a bite at a time. And even when you take a bite, you still can't swallow the apple. You still need to chew the apple, and you have to chew it enough so that you can swallow it. And so while I say that to say, when you are creating the steps that you need to create to do the things that you need to do, instead of thinking about swallowing the entire apple, think about it. I need to take a piece at a time. And even after I take that piece at a time, I got to break it down even further. And so I need to chew it so that it's digestible, because I still can't swallow the apple. If I swallow the bite of the apple, I'm going to choke. I still need to chew it. So you need to make sure that your steps are small, digestible pieces that you can, small pieces that you can digest so that you can get the job done, as opposed to you thinking about, oh, I need to eat the whole apple. Does that make sense for you guys? Let me know if that resonated with you, if it made sense to you guys. Because if we're looking at the entire picture, we will get overwhelmed, right? Because all of these things need to get done, and it needs to be done at this time, and this needs to happen, and this needs to happen. But if we take one thing at a time and we focus 100% on that, we can knock that thing off and take that off the list. Knock the next thing off and take it off the list. But as long as we keep doing a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, that's going to take even longer to get the job done, right? Even though we think that we're multitasking and we're getting everything, all these other areas done, but we're not focused. We're lacking the focus. So you cannot swallow the entire apple. Bite it, chew it, digest it, right? It has to be broken down. And if your goals have to be broken down, break them down, right? However that works for you, right? Whatever that means to you, make that happen, right? One thing has me stumped. I can't figure out how to take sunglasses pictures. It's driving me crazy. Look at what companies do you like that do sunglass pictures? I would put them on a mannequin, or I would put them on my face, and I would go outside with my tripod, and I would definitely do some action, some motion pictures of me just, sitting at a table, wearing the glasses, doing things like that, because the glasses, you do need it on a white background for the initial picture of what they look like, but you want people to get the idea of what it looks like on their face, right? What it would look like if you were in a vacation with these glasses on, what it would look like if you were driving to the mall with these glasses on, what it would look like if you're going to brunch with your girls with your glasses on, right? These type of things people could see themselves in, and they are going to say, oh, I need those glasses, as opposed to just being just a regular standard picture on a white background. You want to only do that just to show that that's what the glasses are, or the details of the glasses that they won't be able to see on somebody's face. That's me, Deltra. Okay. Lois said, I seen that, Miss Lois. I'm invited to be in Kendra Scott's pop-up on Saturday because I was talking to a random person. Telling you, use your gift to gab. Use your gift to gab. Your mouth is going to bless you. It is going to bless you. Closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. So make sure you open your mouth and spread the word. Right? Spread the word. I have a fear of the unknown. I am capable of doing my business alone. And if I'm capable of doing my business alone, right now, it may seem a little tough, right? But we've all been solopreneurs at one moment in time, right? Unless you started out and you have a partner. But even if you do have a partner, your partner's going to do one thing, you are going to do another thing, but it's going to be separate things. You know what I'm saying? But if you started, you can add people on, right, Cheryl? When you start something, you can say, okay, this is how I did it. I'm going to add this person. I'm going to hire this person for this amount of time or that amount of time. I'm going to do certain things that are going to help me build on my team, right? But you could start it now, start small. Start small, and when you feel that you've outgrown that space, then grow some more. When you feel that you've outgrown that space, then grow some more, right? And it's the same thing when you start your small business, you start doing things and you're learning how to do everything. So everything don't just automatically come to you. You learn how to do certain things. You learn how to budget. You learn how to take your pictures. You learn how to write your descriptions. You learn how to speak about your products. You learn about social media. All these things are added, but it always requires more growth, right? It always requires more growth. You're going to learn something. You're never going to have anything 100%, right? You're always going to continue to learn and learn and learn and learn, and that is totally okay. But you can start small, start the business, get the foundation together, and then you can add people as needed. And you don't have to say, I'm going to have somebody work 40 hours a week. That may look like to you, I could hire my child, or I can hire my parents, or I can hire a friend, and they can help me, maybe right now I'll barter, but they can help me label, they can help me at shows, they can help me here. But don't be afraid to bring help in when you need it, right? Because that is going to help you grow. So yes, you could do it you could start by yourself, but then just make room for people to come in to be able to be on your team, right? Because you got it, right? Most of the things that we fear, it never even happens, right? Because we create a whole movie in our head. There's a whole motion picture going on about this fear, right? And some of that stuff may never even happen. I remember one time when I was younger, I had I think a teacher called my house. So I did something to my report card, right? And I just knew I was gonna get in trouble, right? And so I was hiding it and all kinds of stuff. And I just knew I was gonna get in trouble. And I didn't and I just thought about it all day. Oh, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. I'm gonna get beaten, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. And I just in my head, I created a whole motion picture about all the bad things that's going to happen to me because of what I did, right? And so it wasn't even that bad, right? I did get in trouble, but I didn't get a beating, and all those, those horrendous things that I thought were going to happen to me never even happened. You know what I'm saying? My mother spoke to me and it was fine, and I didn't do it again. And so we were good, right? But in my head, I imagined all of the bad things that could have possibly happened, and none of those things happened. And I say that to say, a lot of the times when we are fearful about something, we are fearful, you like you said, about the unknown, but we are fearful of what we are fearing may never even come to pass, may never even happen. So I say that to say, if you even feel it, do it anyway. Do it anyway, right? And if something should happen as a result of the fear, or as a result of something that you thought about, when that happens, tackle it then, right? When that thing happens, tackle it then. Let me see what you guys are saying. Makes perfect sense. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm losing my chat. Okay, there we go. I'm scared I am not running my business correctly because I don't have a book or a checklist. Okay, so you don't have a book or a checklist. You know this, right, Miss Lois? So if you know these things, what do you need to add to do your business? Don't try to do all of the things. What can you add right now, right? How are you going to keep track of your finances? How are you going to keep up with your inventory? How are you going to keep up with your revenue? All of these things, you know that you need these things, so just add a thing at a time, right? See if it's the software. Do I need to buy the software? Let me buy the software, right? Because we're thinking about these things and we're making it huge. We're making it so much bigger than it needs to be. What small steps can you take towards getting that thing done? What small steps can you get to running your business smoothly, right? Okay, so maybe I need somebody to take care of my book. So maybe I should start looking for a bookkeeper that's inexpensive right now, or maybe I can do my bookkeeping right now, or maybe my husband can do my bookkeeping right now, and that takes one of those things off my plate. Okay, so that now I know I need to get my calendar together because I don't plan very well. So let me make sure that I put everything that I need in my calendar so I can see whenever I need to do my production days. I can see whenever I need to do my orders days. I can see whenever I need to, start ordering my product, my inventory and things like that. Let me start putting things in place so I can see what I need to do. Because once you see it, then you're able to start making movement, right? So you want to make sure that you're taking a little bit at a time. So what you need to run your business smoothly. How can you put it in place? How could you put it in play? Right? Um, Let me see. That's my problem. Lacking. Hey, Jay. And welcome. Lacking the focus and sometimes the discipline. Discipline is going to be major. Discipline is major for all of us because we got to do it when we feel like doing it and when we don't want to do it. When the business is going well and when it's not going well, that is a thing that we are going to have to stick through, right? We're going to have to grow through, like Kay would say. We have to grow through it because if you don't, anything is going to take you out. Anything that is going to throw you off for a second, and there's going to be plenty of things that's going to throw you off when you are in business. Plenty of things, right? And so if these things are going to throw you off and you're going to just say, I give up, I'm not doing it anymore, I quit, then this is not something that you really wanted to do, right? And so you need to have the discipline that when something knocks you down, you're going to get back up. Why? Because this is my dream. Why? Because this is what I want to do. Why? Because this is what I want to accomplish. Yes, and yes. So we definitely have to start putting that in our behavior patterns. Is discipline. Discipline has to be a part of our behavior pattern. Because if you don't have discipline, you're not going to have the stick to itness to do anything, right? I have them on people. I need the white background. I've been looking, Nikki. All right, got you. Let me see. Or you know what you could do too? You could also cut the background out on Canva and then make the background white, because then it'll be a pure white. Because usually when you try to put it in a cube or something like that, you don't get the pure white. And so if you take the pictures, put it like on a white card stock or just a plain background, you could cut the background out in Canva and then you could put it up like that. And put it in a square, of course, so that it shows up on your website properly. I run my business alone. I had some of those fears. However, I have conquered them. You got this. We are here for you. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kay. Hey, good morning, Chef. Good morning. You learn, amen, along the way. You absolutely do. You're welcome, Cheryl. You're welcome. Let me see. People want to help more people than you know. People want to help more people than you know. You pour into others and allow them to pour into you as well. And that's the thing, right? Because as solopreneurs, as moms, we don't want the help from outside, right? We want to feel like we did it by ourselves. I'm a strong Black woman. I did it by myself. I'm a single mom. I did it by myself. I did it. No man, no job, no this, no that. I did it by myself. You know what I'm saying? We want to feel that, right? Because it's some kind of a badge or something that we get, right? But we need to cut that out. When somebody is trying to help you, you have to learn to accept the help, especially if you know that you need it. Stop rejecting the help that people are giving you. When God is sending you help, take the help. You saying you need the help, then take the help. If somebody said they could help you do something and you know that you needed this and you were struggling to do it, you accept the help. You don't necessarily have to say, I'm gonna leave it all into your hands and do none of the work, right? Show me what it is and I can learn, and I will, I'm gonna learn along the way, and I'll be able to teach this to somebody else, or I'll be able to master this myself. But just show me a little bit of something, and I'm willing to learn, right? And then even if you feel bad about taking the help, then say, you know what? This is what I could show you, or this is what I would like to share with you. What do you need from me? Can I help you do anything? Because people are more like Chef said, people want to help you as long as you're willing to help yourself. I will help anybody as long as you're willing to do the work. I'm not going to do it for you. Don't ask me no quick microwave way to get something done. I'm not going to help you do it that way. But if you're showing me that you want to do it and you're doing the work, then I'm going to help you, right? I'm not going to sit here and say, you keep asking me a million questions, I'm going to answer every one, because if I answer the question, I'm pretty sure there's something you can find on Google, right? And if you're going to keep asking me a million questions and you're not even going to take the time to go look, then don't waste my time, right? Waste your own time. Waste your time and go look for yourself. These are answers that you need, not that I need. And so since you need these answers, do some of the work, right? You could, if you came to me and said, Nikki, I was Googling some things and this is what I came up with, but I really couldn't find the answer to do da, 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 da. Could you point me in the right direction? For sure, I will point you in the right direction, right? Because now I know that you did the work. So now I feel like, okay, you're not wasting my time, right? And so if you are willing to do that with, your relationships that you're building with people that can help you, then do that, right? Because what can I do? How can I serve you? Right? Because it's all about service, right? If you're going to serve me, how can I serve you? What can I do for you? Some people may say, I don't need anything, but then you just give them a little thank you or something and just let them know that you appreciate them, right? Some token of appreciation, and let them know, I do appreciate you stepping in when I needed that, whatever that is, or whatever that looks like for you, right? And so, yes, it's okay. Chef got it. Laura said, I'm scared of everything. What are you scared of, Laura? Scared of everything like what? And don't be scared. Don't be scared. What are you scared of, Laura? All of the things are done. Okay. I needed to hear this. I'm so clueless in running a business. Okay. All right. All right, Chantel. Let's get it. Let's go. Hey, cousin. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, cousin. You a little late this morning, but you here, and I appreciate you. Let me see. I don't think I know what to do to run a successful business. The calendar is what I need to do. Okay, so let me write that down. Let me write that down. All right. Okay, say yes, yes, and yes. All right. All right, let's go. I'll try it. Thanks. You're welcome. Sorry for my error. It's okay. Exactly. We accomplish more together. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's me. I reject help. I don't want anyone throwing it in my face. And if we look at it that way, I feel the same way, Kay. But if we look at it that way, then we are going to stop ourselves, right? We're going to stunt our growth. But if you're saying you're going to help me, but I could help you, how can I help you? So then it's a reciprocal thing, right? You didn't just do something for me, I also did something for you. And so I am not going to feel like you could throw something in my face anymore, because you did something for me and this is what I could do to help you, right? And so now it's an exchange, right? It is no longer you did something for me. It is now a clear and even exchange, right? So true, Kay. I don't want to have to owe you anything. And we need to get out of that. We need to get out of that. And I know, because I am stubborn at times, and I'm like, oh no, I don't need it. Oh no, I don't want you to do this. Oh no, oh no. And then I'm sitting here overwhelmed, overworked, and I got so many things on my plate, and I'm stressed out, and I can't see clearly because I got so many things, because I rejected the help of somebody saying they would help me do something. Right? Somebody who said, I will help you pack your order. Somebody who said, I will help you and go to the post office. Somebody who said, I will help you do whatever. Right? And now I'm sitting here stressed out because I rejected the help because I'm too prideful. Pride is a sin. Pride is a sin. And it'll do you in every single time. Every single time. Right? And so I'm so glad that you guys were honest about what it is that is stopping you, what your limiting beliefs are, what are your fears, what are the things that your obstacles are. I'm so glad that you guys were honest with that, right? With with me and with yourself as well. But I hope that it also brought some kind of clarity to you, where where your thinking is, right? To get out of that space, because in order for things to move and to grow, we need to acknowledge so that we can do the work, right? We need to do the work. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Also, this is the question that I want to ask. Why is it a must for you to start transforming your life? Why is it a must? And I have must in capital letters. Why is it a must for you to start changing your life? Why? Why is it important to you? Right? And I'm not even, this is not even like the what is your why kind of thing, right? We're transforming our lives from the inside out, right? Why is that important for you? Right? Why is it important for you to focus more on your spirituality? Why is it more important for you to focus on discipline right now? Why is it so important for you to start changing your physical body? Why is it important for you to start journaling and start writing and start visualizing? Why are these things important for you right in this particular moment? Not in all your life, but in this moment right here with us right now. Why is it important that you transform your life? What do you want from that? What do you want from it? Good morning, Michi. You are late this morning too, girl. Just got out of a meeting. All right. Well, we're glad you're here. We know you at work. We know you are at work, so it's fine. Totally fine. So tired of being unhappy. Yes, yes. And if I don't want anybody to be unhappy. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't. So tired of feeling not enough, although I'm more than enough. Yes. Yes. Tired of mentally being exhausted. Yes. Yes. And yes, we need to make room for ourselves. Let me know what you guys got. Let me know what your why is. Why do you feel in this moment, right here, right now, that you need to transform your life right now? I want to live a healthy and positive life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anxiety and heaviness from not progressing due to working hard for everyone else. You know what they say, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Work harder for yourself than you do for anybody else, right? Because it's about your personal development. It's about you being the best you that you could be. Now, if you want to share who you are while developing yourself, that's totally fine, right? But not in the place of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, I'm not going to work on myself so I can work harder on you. I'm not going to work harder on your job than I am going to be on myself, right? I need to, it's not going to be something instead of, like, I can do it and help as well, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to do it and replace what I need to do for myself, right? Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Being okay with putting myself first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tiffany says, I'm deserving of happiness and I'm capable of being a successful, I'm of being a success, and I'm ready to step into it. Step into it, girl. Step into the fullness of it. The whole entire fullness of your success, the whole entire fullness of your happiness, the whole entire fullness of your womanhood. Step into it, girl. Step into it, girl. Yes. Um, Patricia K says, so I can bless those whose path I cross. There are people out there who need me. Absolutely. There are people out there who need me. So the time is now. The time is always now. The time is always now. The time is always now. Everybody put that in the chat while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me why it is important for you to be transforming your life right now. Put the time is always now in the chat. The time is always now. I want to be mentally and physically healthy. Having mental health issues is exhausting. Got you. Got you. And so we're gonna put in the work so we can see what we're gonna get, right? And we gotta put in 100% so we could get 200% out, right? The time is always now. That's right. Put it in the chat. The time is always now. Always now. You should be ready right now. You are ready for your commitment. You are ready to do the work because you're so tired. And this is the thing. You got to be broken down and tired, and you just have to just be depleted, hitting rock bottom in order for you to say it is time for me to commit to this change. I'm going to commit 150% in order for me to be the better person that I could be. And I'm going to do the work because it starts with me. If it doesn't start with me, then where does it start, right? It starts with me. I gotta get up and make the conscious decision to start to make these changes in my life, because if I don't do it, it won't happen, right? If I don't do it, it won't happen, right? And so I want you guys to be clear on that the work has to be done, and that you need to decide that I am doing it right now. And so what we're doing is we're waking up earlier. Even if you want to do your miracle mornings in the evening, that's totally fine too, because it'll still be fresh in your mind when you go to sleep. And when you're going to sleep, you'll wake up with thoughts on how to solve problems, and where you want to be, and maybe some clarity when you wake up. And so it'll be a difference than just thinking about just any random thoughts that come into your head, right? We're going to be focused on the things that we want to do. And that is why the miracle morning is so important, and doing the exercises is so important in order for you to start seeing the results in your life. Because you could read this book, you could read it cover to cover, right? But if you're not going to do anything about it, if you're not going to start applying it to your life, then it means absolutely nothing. nothing, because you have this information that you're not doing anything with, right? And so in order for that to happen, you need to start executing. You need to start taking action. And I suggest that everybody wake up a little bit earlier and start planning out your day. I tell you right now, speaking from my own experience, I was already waking up early, but now I wake up early with the purpose, right? I'm not waking up early and just trying to just, maybe fill in all the things that need to be done or whatever. I'm waking up with a purpose. I'm waking up and I'm meditating. I'm waking up and I'm writing in my gratitude journal. I'm waking up and I'm praying and I'm having a conversation with God, and I'm working out and I'm doing all the things. I'm taking the cold showers so I can wake up refreshed, and I'm planning out my day. I'm reading, I'm educating myself. All these things that I think that I don't have time for, I actually have time for those things in my miracle morning, especially if you're using certain time slots to get these things done. You'll definitely notice that you have plenty of time to get these things done. But if you're looking at it like, oh, I have so much to do, I want to read books, I want to do this, I want to meditate, I want to do this, and then you have a whole big list of all the things that you want to do, and you say, I don't have time to put these, I don't have time to add these things to my to-do list. You don't have time because you're looking at it as a big hole. But if you look at it and say, okay, I'm going to give myself 10 minutes for meditation. I'm going to give myself 10 minutes of prayer, or 10 minutes to devotional, 5 minutes to read, 10 minutes to read, 20 minutes to work out. What that looks like to you, if you divvy up your time to get things done and do 100% of that thing, you are going to be able to see the results, right? Because you made time for those things to happen. And so in order for your miracle morning to go well, you have to give yourself time to get these things done. And it doesn't take, because when we look at it and we look at all the things that we want to do, we're looking at it like we need so much time. But if you take it again in a bite-sized chunk and say, oh, okay, I'm going to do 10 minutes of meditation, or maybe even 5 minutes. I know Patricia K, she does 5 minutes of silence. 5 minute meditations on her lives in the morning, right? So even 5 minutes is good enough. And if you need to graduate to 10 minutes, or you know what I'm saying, if you just need to graduate from those times, you can, but start out with the 5, right? Start out with enough things that is going to fill up your 60 minutes for your 60-minute miracle morning, right? Now your miracle morning may last more than an hour, right? But just know that if you put time slots on all these things, that all these things can get done, right? My miracle morning is 5 to 7. No, 5 to 8. 5 to 8 is my miracle morning. From 8 o'clock to now, I'm getting myself ready for Coffee with Nikki. No, 7, because 7 o'clock, I'm making sure I'm going over my notes and stuff like that. So from 5 to 7 is my miracle morning. From 7 to 9, I'm getting ready for Coffee with Nikki. I already know that, right? And so I have my space set up like that. And if you were here with me earlier, I said it's getting so much easier, and I'm getting through my day a whole lot. I'm getting through my miracle morning a whole lot quicker than I was doing before, right? And not because I'm rushing through it, but because I know that I have the time, right? Because in my mind, when I first started, I'm like, I only got 10 minutes for this. I only got 10 minutes for this. I only got 10 minutes for this. But if you sit down with yourself, sometimes 10 minutes is enough. Right? If you sit down with yourself, 5 minutes is enough sometimes. But if you're thinking about how much time you should actually do, or what people normally do, you're going to put those things on you, and those things don't need to be there, right? You need to remove that weight off of you, because those things don't need to be there. I can do 5 minutes, right? I'm going to commit to 5 minutes. If that's what you can commit to it. Right? I'm going to commit to 20 minutes on the bike. I'm not saying I'm going to work out and I'm going to do the weights and I'm going to do this and I'm going to run outside and I'm going to do all of that. I'm not saying I'm doing all of that. I'm going to start out real simple, something that I know I can do. And I'm going to sit on that bike. While I'm sitting on the bike, maybe I'm going to be creating content. Maybe I'm going to just be catching up on emails. Maybe I'm just scrolling, right? No matter what I'm doing, I'm still doing the bike. And I say, okay, I'm going to do 20 minutes, right? If that 20 minutes turns to 25 or 30 minutes, that's a bonus, right? But I already know that I committed to the 20, and I could do that every single day, right? I know that I could write in my gratitude journal every single day. I know that I could open up my Bible app and I could read and listen to the word at least for 5-10 minutes in the morning. I know that I could get that done, right? But if we start looking at it as something that we can do, that we get to do, that we get to spend time to do, we'll see things a lot differently, as opposed to, oh, I gotta hurry up and meditate. Oh, I gotta go and take a cold shower. Oh, if you look at it like that, then you're not going to find a joy in doing the thing, right? You find joy and peace in doing the thing, in the commitment of the thing. You find joy and peace in the commitment of it. Stop looking at it like you have to. I gotta get it. I gotta get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. No, find the joy in what you're doing so that you can absolutely love it. And so you can't do nothing but look forward to it to tomorrow, right? You want to make sure that you get these things done because you get to do them. I enjoy doing them. I get to spend time with God right now. I get to spend time with myself right now. I get to hear myself. The house is quiet. There's no hustle and bustle going on right now. I get to spend time with myself. I get time to spend on myself. I get to do these things, right? Not I have to do these things. It's a difference with how you choose to accept it or how you choose to see it, right? It's totally a different outlook, right? So let me know what you guys thought about today's live. If I resonated with somebody, if I didn't, it's okay. But let me know how you feel about today's live. If there's anything that you are going to take away from today's live, is there anything that you are going to start implementing into your miracle morning, or if you're going to even start your miracle morning? Let me know in the chat while I catch up on the comments. Let me see. Let me see what I missed. The time is always now. I'm mentally exhausted and pushing through. I'm taking a day off for self-care before I mentally crash. Absolutely. Absolutely. Take the time. Take what you need and focus on you. So I definitely get that, Chantel. Ms. Lloyd says, I'm being a little selfish at the moment. I'm first in my life right now. I'm first in my life now. I've been helping others for all my life. That's right. Take care of you. Take care of you. Tiffany, the time is always now. Patricia K says she wakes up at 4:35 a.m. and hers is from 4:35 to 6. That's also, I wanted to wake up at 4. I kept saying I'm gonna wake up at 4, I'm gonna wake up at 4, and I just laid there and I didn't wake up at 4, but I did jump up at 5. So I did do 5. Then live at 6 for about 20 minutes. Got you. Yes, start with 5-10 minutes. We could do it. Absolutely. Start off small and then increase as you go along. It's going to get easier, it's going to get better, and you're going to see that you find a flow in doing it, but you got to commit first. It's a commitment. You got to commit. You got to put the ring on yourself. You got to commit. So how did you guys feel about today's live? While I'm waiting for that, you guys, I am on for Coffee with Nikki Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can join us for your daily cup of information and inspiration. Am I blurry to you guys? Because I'm blurry on my computer. I hope I'm not blurry to you guys. Your daily cup of information and inspiration. Also, if you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get my plaque by the end of the year. And so that means I got a whole lot of work to do in order for me to get my plaque, because I'm at almost 20,000. I need to get to 100,000. And so you guys subscribe and share it with your friends. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notifications bell so you can be notified when we are going live. And we are live, I told you, every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am blurry. I do not. Okay, did I clear up? Because I just cleared up here. Let me know if I cleared up. I hope my sound wasn't messed up, was it? I hope not. Okay, good. Yes, you are blurry. Okay, I love it. Love it. Okay, loved it per usual. Thank you. You are clear. Good. Okay. So with that being said, everybody, y'all have, wait a minute, I'm waiting for y'all. So give me what you got. Give me what you got first. Give me what you got before I close out. Oh, the sound was fine. Good. You will have your plaque before the end of the year. Come on, cousin. Come on, cousin. I believe it. I believe it. All right. It was blessed and informative. It was a blessed and informative live. Thank you so much. Thank you. And remember, good morning, D. Good morning. Remember, you guys, if today was a blessing or if today resonated with you and you feel like it could resonate with somebody else, please share this video out with all of your friends. Please share it everywhere, because again, we are on a quest to, we're on the road to 100,000. We're on the road to 100K. And so let's get it. Let's go, y'all. I appreciate you so much for hosting these. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, ladies. Yes, yes, and yes, great show. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please share it out with all of your people. I will see you guys tomorrow. Of course, I'm going to be in your stories because that's just what I do. And make sure you guys, let me tell you something. Before you leave here today, know that, and I don't just want to, this is not fluff, right? This is not fluff. This is truly how I genuinely feel. I know that everybody in this room has everything that they need to be successful. The only thing that is stopping you is the negative self-talk that you're telling yourself, that you can't do it, that you can't be it, that you can't reach this level of whatever. Start telling yourself different things. Start affirming that you are more than enough. Start affirming that you have everything that you need, that you have what it takes, that you haven't put your fingers on it yet, but you know that you know that's in your grasp. You know that it is in your grasp, and that you are going to do everything that it takes in order for you to get to that, to live in that moment, to live where you want to live, to be what you want to be. You are going to take it upon yourself right here, right now. You are committing to yourself that you are no longer talking to yourself negatively. And even if you do realize that you're talking negative to yourself, then you're going to change that, and you're going to flip it, and you're going to say something good about yourself. You're going to talk about the things that you admire about yourself. You're going to talk about the strength that you have, and look up and reflect on the times that you thought that you wasn't going to get out of a situation and you got out of that situation. I want you to start looking at yourself and knowing that you are a miracle, that you are amazing, that you can do every single thing that you want to do right now. And I just want everybody to know, I can't even express it enough. I could feel like a little tear welling up, and you know I'm a thug and it ain't gonna come out. But I want you guys to know you have every single thing that you need to be amazing. You have everything that you need to grow and to thrive. You see something, you could get it. But the only thing is, in order for you to get that thing, you have to be committed to the work. So how hard are you willing to get? How hard are you willing to sacrifice for the things that you want, for the life that you want to live, right? Because it's all dependent on how much you are willing to do. It's all dependent on what you're willing to do. You can have every single thing that you want, but what are you willing to do to get it? And I'm not saying sell your soul, anything negative like that, but I'm saying, there's a level of workmanship that has to be done in order for you to get to a certain level. And you have to be committed to doing those things. You have to show up. You have to talk about your business. You have to do these things. So with that being said, you guys, I love, love, love all of you guys, and I hope that you have an amazing day. And if there's anything that you need, if there's a class, blah, 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 whatever it is, DM me and let me know so I could get these things together for you guys. And I appreciate you. And get into your book and make sure that you fill out your PDF. And also, if you need to take the assessment, remember the link is up there for you guys. So have an amazing day. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to read this one more time before we leave. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm caught up. I will be sharing this video with my friend who is also a business person. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Needed to hear this. Thank you. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. It's a positive and encouraging space, and in love to you all, to all of you. Keep growing and shining, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, yes, and yes. Thank you, Chef. All right, everybody. Have an amazing day. I appreciate y'all. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Now let's do it.